Hello, our top story on this WIFR Fastcast. Rockford Police Chief Carla Red and Mayor Tom McNamara are set to announce crime numbers throughout 2025. Several topics will be discussed, including auto thefts and shots fired reports. The Forest City was on track for the fewest murders in more than 20 years in 2025. Last year, Rockford saw 12 murders, which is a steady drop compared to a record 36 deaths in 2020. WIFR's Bria Walters will be at the press conference with a look at the data. Christ United Methodist Church in Rockford is damaged after a large fire broke out. Firefighters were sent before 8, where they found the fire, in the sanctuary area of the building. The blaze was put out within 5 minutes and no one was inside. Investigators say the fire was started in the church organ, which was being used. The reward for the rescue of Nancy Guthrie reaches $1 million. In a new video Tuesday, Savannah Guthrie says her family realizes their mother may no longer be alive, but they still need to know what happened to her. The search for Nancy enters its 4th week, and law enforcement sources now confirmed to CBS News this masked man appears to have been at her home earlier than February 1st, the night police believe Guthrie was kidnapped.
Anyone that might have information who might have been scared to come forward. What if it implicates me? Right. She's saying, don't worry about that. Any information, there's a reward.
Robert Carradine, the youngest of the prolific Hollywood family, dies at the age of 71. He is best known for being the co-lead in the 1980s movie Revenge of the Nerds. He also appeared in other movies like The Long Riders and several TV shows, including Lizzie McGuire. His family said he lived with bipolar disorder for 2 decades. President Donald Trump is set to address Congress tonight for the first time since retaking the Oval Office. The White House says the president will address a number of issues, from domestic policies such as the economy to foreign policy issues such as Iran's nuclear program. The speech comes as the president's signature policies, from tariffs to immigration enforcement, face pushback in the courts and Congress, and during week 2 of a partial government shutdown impacting the Department of Homeland Security.
The president will lay out the case for why he and Republicans are better suited to continue tackling the affordability crisis that was created by the Biden administration and Democrats on Capitol Hill.
Just in the Middle East last week, and there's definitely movement of a ton of military assets into the theater, a lot of jittery people. I think the most important thing is, what exactly are we trying to do in Iran? What's the strategic objective, and how are we going to achieve it?
17th District Congressman Eric Sorensen plans on not attending the State of the Union. He released a statement saying, "I will not be attending the State of the Union because I already know the state of our union. Families across Illinois are hurting. Neighbors are scared of ICE violence. Costs are too high, and this administration is failing to deliver an economy that works for us in the middle." He goes on to say, "Instead of playing politics, I will devote the day to working to lower costs, providing real results, and staying true to the people I serve." 16th District Republican Darren LaHood will be attending the State of the Union address. Monday, LaHood stopped by the WIFR station to share his thoughts on what he wants to hear tonight. LaHood hopes the president focuses on the affordability, health care, and the great progress he feels has been made on the southern border. LaHood is also hoping for some clarity from President Trump on an issue he doesn't see eye to eye on. Bill Foster, who represents parts of Boone and DeKalb counties, says he plans on attending the State of the Union. He says Trump fails his campaign promises, including cutting energy prices and stopping the war in Ukraine. Foster also said Trump promised to bring manufacturing jobs back, but rates drop every single month. Foster says he plans on representing Ukraine to send a message to the president.
Vladimir Putin has been playing him for years.
What would you like to see happen with Ukraine and Russia?
Well, I think we have a deal. It's called the Budapest Resolution, where Ukraine gave up its nuclear weapons in return for a guarantee of territorial integrity from Russia, the United States, Germany, France, and all of NATO.
Illinois Representative Joe Sosnowski introduces a bill that looks to stop large property tax increases. The proposed bill would base property taxes on the equalized assessed value of a home from the year it was purchased. The cost would not go up as long as the person owns the home. Sosnowski says families should not have to pay higher taxes every year just because their home increases in value.
During his first 7 years, the governor has overseen 55 tax and fee increases, which have accounted for over $7 billion in additional costs to taxpayers. Meanwhile, he has increased spending by over 40%, a record high 40% over his tenure. The Pritzker administration has also been characterized by gross mismanagement.
Turning back to 16th District Republican Darren LaHood, who will be attending the State of the Union address. Monday, LaHood stopped by the WYFR station to share his thoughts on what he wants to hear tonight. LaHood hopes the president focuses on the affordability, health care, and the great progress he feels has been made on the southern border. LaHood is also hoping for some clarity from President Trump on an issue he doesn't see eye to eye on.
What I've said is I hope this is a moment we can pivot off kind of blanket tariffs. As I think about my farmers, my manufacturers, people are affected by tariffs and the negative effect it's had here in northern and northwest Illinois. Blanket tariffs, in my view, don't work. I think you can have targeted tariffs going after bad actors like China and other people that play by a different set of rules. So I hope the president talks a little bit about what it means moving forward with our tariff regime and how that can benefit the country.
It happens to us all. An unexpected payment you forgot to write down comes back out of your bank account and you're suddenly overdrawn. In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Rachel DePompa has a tip from experts to help you catch financial mistakes before you rack up those extra fees.
Most financial institutions, banks, and credit unions let you set up alerts in their mobile app. Jerry Dale, the vice president of financial education at Virginia Credit Union, says oftentimes these customizable alerts will let you know about certain activity, like large transactions going through.
So that will give you peace of mind and knowing that, hey, I'm aware of what's coming out of my account. And if you did not make that purchase, you can go back and contact your financial institution to make sure that you understand where that charge is coming from.
Dale says you can set up these alerts to notify you of a low balance, those large transactions, direct deposits, and even unusual activity to help you manage your money. Maybe you need to move some over so you don't overdraw your account.
You can set up alerts just to make yourself aware of what's going on. And then you can also have the opportunity to transfer money if you can from savings to checking to cover certain bills.
Dale says you can usually go to your account settings and look for a section like alerts or notifications to set up these alerts. And a reminder, be cautious for fake bank messages. Legitimate banks will not ask you for personal information through unexpected links or messages. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.